What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Raiders News, where we bring you the Raiders latest news, tongue twister, also silly songs with Larry. But we're getting over the news of Ben Johnson today, which sucks. We were irate when it first came out that he was signing with the Chicago Bears to be their next head coach, and I get it. He wants to take the easy way out. He wants to go to a place where he's got a franchise quarterback. He's got a couple of offensive weapons. He's got receivers. He's got a tight end. He's got defensive pieces as well. And quite honestly, it's kind of already laid out for him. So I would almost question as to what he did in the first place. But honestly, all jokes aside, I think he's going to do fantastic there with the Chicago Bears, which sucks. Because it's also kind of funny because he turned down the Commander's job last year, and now look at him. It's just kind of funny to me. But and it's funny how things work out. But yeah, he's going to go to the Bears, and now the Raiders are sitting here kind of twiddling our thumbs because we really don't know where this team is going to go. There's rumors now. The speculation or the hot potato topic so far is Pete Carroll and the fact that he could be the next Raiders head coach. He's kind of the favorite at this point, which I think is smart because I looking around, guys like Todd Monken, the OC for the Baltimore Ravens, would make a lot of sense. I know he's been kind of a dark horse as well. Even John Gruden has been kind of in the running for the Raiders head coach spot, or at least a dark horse candidate, if you will, or wild card. And but it's good to see that Pete Carroll is still at least in consideration. I think he would be somebody that, he might not have a long time left in his career. I would say, 2 to 5 years at the most. But I do think that he could at least get someone under him as an assistant coach or assistant head coach or something that he believes in, that, he's been in with a lot of systems with that could do a lot of good things with him. And so, or at least kind of where he can lay the foundation and then the next guy can take over and we can go from there. But like I said, I think Pete Carroll would make some sense because he's shown an ability to create a foundation and develop players and get the most out of players. So that could make some sense for the Raiders where they get in Pete Carroll and go from there. Or Todd Monken, like we said, everything that he's done with the the Ravens offense, I think it warrants at least a lot of credit. And I think it would be one of those things where, he could do some good things. I think that the Raiders have a lot of defensive pieces and offensive pieces that, showed well for their team. And, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, obviously are weapons in their own right. But could the Raiders kind of recreate that with their own thing? Yeah, absolutely. And so, I think that Monken has shown his ability to work with what he has and get the most out of it. And I think that that is kind of where we're at, for the Raiders. So like we said, there's a couple different options. Obviously you got Monken, you got Pete Carroll, those guys, also John Gruden at this point. So, but like we said, we'll keep you updated with the latest on kind of who is rumored to be the guy for the Las Vegas Raiders at this point. And so, but yeah, that's kind of the Raiders' latest news at this point. So it's really been about the head coaching thing, tree and stuff this entire time. So, but I'm obviously Mike Vrabel's now at the Patriots. You got Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears and everything and like that. So as far as the GM interviews, we covered it yesterday. Brown is getting a second interview, as is Chad Alexander from the Chargers. So the GMs looks like they're going to be getting buttoned up, but hopefully by the end of this week, we kind of have an idea of who the Raiders are going to have as their GM and their head coach. And so, like we said, it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of all unfolds, and then so that the Raiders can get in their guy and just really go from there. So, but also, I mean, I know Aaron Glenn was in the running, or at least a strong candidate, but it looks like he's probably going to go to the Saints as well as or the Jets, both teams that he played for previously. So it would make some sense if he ended up there. But as far as Raiders' latest news, it's the head coaching stuff at this point. It's really figuring out where this team is going to go from a leadership perspective and try to find their next head coach and their new culture. So we'll see if Tom Brady can help out with that too. We'll go from there. But overall, let us know what you guys think about our latest Raiders news. Let us know if we missed anything. You guys see anything in the news you want us to cover or that kind of stuff. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And we'll see you on the next video.